So the question we must ask ourselves is, when situations come up, do we bend or do we break? And it may be for some we do bend and for some we do break. For the ones that we break, it's about looking about what's going on for us, what's going in our mind, what's the attitude we're holding, what things have people said in the past that makes us look at it that way, so that we can change the narrative. Because it is about changing the narrative. And so this leads us on to mind traps. And I would like, as we're talking about this, just to write down, what is a mind trap that either affects you now or has affected you in the past? Is it jumping to conclusions? Is it 2 and 2 means 25 to you? Is it the emotional reasoning that always, we're thinking about what someone may feel, what someone may think when you're making your decisions? So you never make decisions based on what's best for you. It's based on what's best for everyone else. Is it personalization? What is it that's going on there? What is it that we're thinking about? What is it that's going on? So yes, the assumption, someone said. It's, the cycle, between two. Yeah, absolutely. It's the all or nothing. Is it either it was great or it was terrible? You may be doing something and you made one mistake in that speech, and so you say it's terrible, everyone's going to look at me, I'm going to look stupid. So it's about what are the mind traps that we're operating out of? And it's important to catch ourselves when we're operating out of them. Because again, it's down to you. It's down to the choices that you choose to take. It's how you choose to deal with situations. So someone's put worrying about people judging me by my looks and make untrue conclusions. Absolutely. And it's interesting because I many years ago, I came to a conclusion which changed my life. And what I realized was that regardless of what I do and say, there's always going to be a critic. There's always going to be someone that don't like me. So then I made a choice to say, I'm going to do what is right by my values and morals. And anyone who is okay with that is someone that's meant to be in my life. And it's really important that we don't allow people to dictate to us how we live. As long as what you're doing ain't harming someone and ain't causing no one no harm, then you're okay. You can go to sleep each night feeling good about yourself, and just know that sometimes people, you could be doing a good thing and someone don't like it. So it's important to not allow how other people see you to be how you see yourself. Someone else has also put about jumping to conclusions, and personalization. So yeah, so it's really important that we are aware of these traps because they trip us up. And the more that we become aware of it, we can then start to look at and address why and what's going on there. And so it's really important that we take those active steps to make sure that our mind is thinking in the right way, because mind traps lead us into negative thinking and allow for our inner critic to get its foot, in our heads. So, key traits in resilient people. Resilient people stop stopping themselves. And what they do is they see things for what they are. A small problem is a small problem and a mountain is a mountain. They don't see every small problem as a mountain and cause unnecessary stress to go on in their minds and in their bodies. They focus on the things that they can change and accept the things that they can't. And it's really important that we learn to do this, because if you don't learn to accept something that you can't change, then you're going to be in constant turmoil. And so it's recognizing this is something out of my control, but I can do what I can to keep myself safe, i.e. with COVID-19. But what we also, resilient people, do is they focus on the things that they can change, and they put their energies in those areas, and that enables them to feel good and better because they've done something. They don't carry resentment, and they don't hold on to unforgiveness and bitterness. Bitterness is like poison. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So resilient people don't hold on to things with bitterness and unforgiveness because it only eats away at you. And they don't ruminate. with things like if only and what if and should have and could have and all these other things that drain your energy and strength and only pushes up your cortisol levels. So it's really important that we take control of our mind and ownership of our thoughts so that we can live a much more healthier life.